Delighted to welcome back on the show. He's just back from a holiday, and I see he's been back in training the last couple of weeks. He's some big news as well to talk about us on the show this week. Obviously revealed yesterday that he'll be fighting at the TUF finale against Drakkar Klose, should I say.
Drakkar, I can't even say his name.
Drakkar.
Close, yeah.
There's his wonderful voice. It is Mr. Marc Diakiese. Mark, how are you, man? Loads of news this week for us.
I'm good.
Yeah?
Hope you're well.
I'm well. I'm great. I can't complain. You've been trolling me a bit on my social networks there the last few weeks, though, Mark. You were disappointed I didn't ask you out for a few pints of Guinness there the other night.
I'll wait for you to call me out. I'll wait for your reaction.
Half the world has been.
Everyone seems to bite.
Yeah, everyone wants a bit of Marc Diakiese these days, and vice versa. Mark, first of all, obviously the new opponent that's been announced for the TF finale. It must be a dream come true for you to fight in Las Vegas on a big fight card, on a fight like that, on an international fight week. You know, all the eyes are going to be on you. You must be super excited.
Yeah, well, that's where obviously all the fighters want to fight in Vegas. It's every fighter's dream. But if I'm honest, fighting in Vegas wasn't even my dream. To me, it was just fight. But then I've been put there, you know, so it's just amazing to know, like, obviously they've seen the potential in me and put me out there. So it's just nice to get out, to get more fans. Obviously, American fans would be great. Get a nice finish and get more followers.
You talked about facing a ranked opponent, and I know it was the last fight, and this is the last fight in your UFC contract. You know, you Paul Felder, the back and forth that you've had over the last number of weeks. You've had Stevie Ray. I saw you were tweeting a little bit about him after the fight. There was other names mentioned. Are you happy with the opponent, or is it just a case of maybe fighting out the last fight in your deal and taking that fight?
Yeah, you know, I'm just not being smart away. I'm trying to look at the money side. You know, if I'm gonna fight somebody like Paul Felder, I want to be like obviously decent money. I'll wait for my new deal. Now I've got a new deal, you know. I've got to get this out of the way, you know. If it's the fight's on the table, obviously it's gonna happen, you know. But I wanted to make sure like I'm not fighting for pennies in what I've done. So we'll see.
So you've signed a new contract as well with the UFC.
Yeah, I've signed a new contract. Yeah, it starts from my next fight.
Okay, brilliant. What's the length of the contract?
Well, it's a 4-fight deal, so yeah, that's the length.
Brilliant. So doubly good news in the Diakiese household this week. Is it financially obviously what you wanted? I know you'd mentioned that you wanted to be paid your worth because of your performances. Are you on a level now where you feel as though you're worth while to the promotion? Well,
to be fair, you know what I've got, I think is, you know, I'd always want more, but you know, I think it's fair enough. It's fair if you're gonna pay me that, and the way we spoke, so. You know, I'm happy to take it for now, you know, but in future, you know, I'm looking to take these fights, you know, I want to get paid well, so as long as I'm getting these fights and getting the right fights, the money's right, and I'll be fighting. You know, I'm not being, you know, trying to just get stupid, fighting some tough guys, which I want anyway, fighting tough guys, but I gotta get paid right as well, and I'm thinking about myself as well at the same time. I can't be fighting for pennies, and which I've done, so I'm just happy, yeah, I've sorted it all out, so. If Felder's in line, then, you know, it is what it is, we'll fight.
Definitely. Have you got guarantees that, you know, you're going to get the opponents you want in the future?
By the sounds of it, yeah. It seems like, you know, after this fight, I'm on my contract, and then, you know, I'll be getting fights that I want.
Definitely. Wise decisions, I think, there from Mr. Diakiese. Obviously, it's not, you know, your career is not going to go end forever in the fight game. So I admire your business skills there, Mr. Diakiese. Mark, obviously, you talk about the fight week as well. It's going to open a lot of, you know, put a lot of eyes on you. Is there any sort of inklings to create a brand, to further your brand as well on International Fight Week, have the American audience? And is that in your mind at all about being more astute with your brand and your business plans going forward?
No, I think, looking at myself, I think I'm all package real. I think me just showing up, they'll know who I am straight away. Just, you know, my performance shows itself. So I won't need to do anything else, just be me the way I am, and, you know, just go and perform. You know, they'll know who I am from that.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And in relation to your training, you've obviously, you know, you took a little bit of time off. You went away with your family, took a break. I've been seeing on your Instagram and your Snapchat that you know, you're back in there in the UK. You're doing your strength and conditioning. You're doing your boxing. when are you going back over to American Top Team then? When's everything going to start back up over there?
Well, yeah, like I said, I've been training still, yes, focus on certain areas. My boxing is the main thing. Taekwondo I've been working on. My grappling is what I've been working on here as well. So strength and conditioning, everything I just, trying to keep smooth and keep working. But, I booked my flight already for 8th of July. I'll be flying out there, back ready for another 8-9 weeks out there, ready for the fight.
Brilliant stuff. Looking forward, obviously, to getting back over there with the guys in ATT. Your opponent, Drakkar Klose, obviously a guy, I talked to you a little bit about off air. I watched his fight back there, his solo fight in the UFC. What's your thoughts on him as an opponent?
First on him, I like his cockiness, he likes to come forward. My thoughts about him, I don't see any worry in him. It's a fight. To me, it's just another fight. It's just from my weight. I just got to put my weight. But I like his cockiness. It's what's gonna get him knocked out, and that's all I know.
Definitely. I saw you put out a nice tweet of him today. I think you sent him a picture of a pillow on your Twitter. I found quite amusing. You obviously enjoy that side of the game as well, Mark. You enjoy the smack talk with the guys. Is that something you're obviously very comfortable with doing?
No, just somewhere, when I'm bored, I've got a fight, I've got an opponent there. Why not? I might as well have a laugh. I don't mind doing it. It's fun. It's fun. I like to get him biting. I say that's part of the game, innit? You're a
bit of a social media troll. You're a bit of a social media troll. It's not just with your opponents. It's with media members as well.
With everybody. When I find something funny, I'll put it out there. That's it. That's what it is. And that's me. I'm not trying to be somebody else. Or just me. When I find something funny, I'll put it out there. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. You've got something back, and then fair enough. But I just like to put myself out there. Talk.
You're dead right. No, I think more guys should do it. I've often said it. Mark, you fought in the US. You had a taste of it over there. You've obviously fought here in Europe. What do you have a preference? Are you disappointed maybe you're missing out in the Glasgow card? I know you had your eyes on that a little bit as well. What would be your preference, fighting in Europe or fighting abroad?
As long as I'm fighting me, to be honest, it's either. It's fighting at home, obviously I've got more fans, more people supporting me. But at the end of the day, I am going to be traveling in different countries, so I want to be getting out there so they know me already. So next time I go back, they'll know me again. I'll have more supporters, and that's all it is. So I'm just going to go and perform and then try and get more fans out there. So it makes it trying to make it my own.
Definitely. Well, you certainly are on your Instagram and your Twitter, as I said. Mark, listen, do appreciate the time. I'm sure we'll chat again soon, closer to the fight. I'm sure we'll be over there to cover that anyway, in International Fight Week here in Severe MMA. Always do appreciate the time, and looking forward to seeing that fight and seeing you get back in there. Do appreciate the time, my friend.
No problem. Anytime.